It's been a hot stretch. Today is day 11 at 90 or above, and starting at 10 o'clock, we're going to be under a heat advisory for up and down the I-25 corridor and out east. Ed is back with your full forecast coming up in just a few minutes. First, today we're talking about the impacts this extreme heat can have on those with Alzheimer's and dementia. Jim Herlihy from the Alzheimer's Association is with us this morning. Thank you for coming in.
It's my pleasure.
This is top of mind for so many people. You know, I feel like everyone knows someone that has Alzheimer's or dementia or a caregiver for someone like that. You were mentioning 76,000 Coloradans living with Alzheimer's right now. Talk a little bit about why the heat affects them more.
Well, heat and really any extreme temperatures, so cold as well, but heat is a real risk because it's hard to escape. I mean, everybody doesn't have air conditioning. And part of the challenge is that only half of those 76,000 people have ever been diagnosed. So we have people living amongst us, our parents, grandparents, siblings, spouses, who may be showing signs but haven't been diagnosed. So they are at higher risk because as the disease progresses, it's harder for them to express what they're feeling and to recognize that they're under duress, that their bodies are under stress.
So you talked about signs. What are some of the signs that we should be on the lookout for?
Well, really it's more trying to avoid those signs. I mean, it's when we're taking a loved one out for a walk or working in the yard, they should be, have hats on. They should be wearing sunscreen. We should be limiting their time outside because they can't verbalize in many cases what they're feeling.
Right. That's such a scary thing. And what can caregivers do right now? I mean, should they just maybe on a day like today when it's going to be 100 degrees, maybe just keep them inside? They can get exercise inside somehow, or the heat's probably too much right now.
The heat is too much, and if you don't have air conditioning at home, we recommend that people go to a coffee house, go to a mall, go to a recreation center where there is air conditioning, because they're going to need that kind of relief. And keep them hydrated. Certainly, I mean, living in Colorado, we understand the importance of hydration, but for people with Alzheimer's who aren't able to express that they're feeling dry, that they're feeling overheated, we need to make sure that they stay hydrated.
Yeah, we have some great tips on the screen right now. Make a check-in plan, pay attention at night, prepare for behavioral changes, stay hydrated and indoors, seek medical attention if needed. You know, we've been talking a lot today about how the heat affects everyone's body and mind because it's just so hot, but even more so for this group. Now, just kind of on a side note, you're about to go to this conference that's happening in, I think you said San Diego, where you're hoping to learn a little bit more about Alzheimer's and the things that are coming out to maybe prevent it or slow it down?
Correct. We've got over 6,000 Alzheimer's researchers from around the world who'll be gathering at the end of this month in San Diego, and they're bringing with them the latest research in terms of diagnosis. As I mentioned, half of the people with Alzheimer's are never diagnosed, so being able to diagnose them earlier will be helpful, and then looking at treatments to see if there's something that can slow the progression, and then ultimately the goal is to find a cure.
Absolutely.
It's been 116 years since this disease was diagnosed, and we have yet to have a survivor.
That's why we're waiting to have the white pin given out, right? Because that's what it would mean. And we're working towards that. It's getting closer and closer. Well, we're looking forward to having you on after that to see what you find out, because I know this is top of mind for so many people. Jim, thank you.
Thank you.